Hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss the question number 14 and it is based on class 11 topic, that is projectile motion. So like how to solve various quantities associated with projectile motion. So for that, the very first thing is, what is the definition of projectile motion? See, when you throw a body up, it is like motion under gravity. And when you give some velocity on a horizontal, then it is like motion along a straight line or along the horizontal. That is, both are together, we call it as motion in one dimension. So either x-axis or y-axis. But if there is one horizontal, there is one vertical, or there is one x-axis and y-axis, and you throw a body with some initial velocity between them so that it moves between x and y coordinates, so that at any instant, any instant, there is one y displacement, there is one x displacement, and there is one y velocity, and there is one x velocity, there is one y acceleration, there is one x acceleration. Such kind of motion we call it as projectile motion. If a body projected at an angle theta with the horizontal with an initial speed, such motion we call it as projectile motion. Now here two types will be there. Let's see. Like one is oblique projectile motion, throwing the body at some angle with horizontal. Another one is horizontal projectile motion, throwing the body horizontally from certain height. So these are the two things based on which questions can be asked. Like first thing, what are the parameters associated with projectile motion? One first thing, when you consider projectile motion, so along x-axis uniform motion and along y-axis uniformly accelerated motion. As it is motion in two dimension, you have to divide the motion into two dimensions separately, and along x-axis acceleration 0, along y-axis acceleration is g, the magnitude. So that along x-axis always velocity remains constant. So at every instant, at any instant, the velocity component along x-axis is equal to initial component, that is u cos theta. Because when you consider projectile motion like this, when you throw a body at some angle with a speed u, then it will go like this. At one moment, it will reach some maximum height, that is h, and it will cover some maximum horizontal distance, that is called range. And this is ascending time and this is descending time. So that there is one initial x velocity, there is one initial y velocity, and at every instant, there is one x velocity, there is one y velocity, and x velocity always remains constant at every point. And at maximum height, at highest point, that is when height becomes maximum, that is u square sine square theta by 2g, the Vy will become 0 at peak or maximum height. And the range formula is 2ux uy by g, or u square sine 2 theta by g. And time of ascending equal to descending, that is u sine theta by g, or uy by g. This is also, I can write it as uy square by 2g. So this is what the general information about a projectile motion, and these are the things you need to remember. So I am just briefly revising what are all the things you need to remember so that you can solve the questions. Now one more thing is, what is the trajectory of motion? When you consider a projectile motion, now what is the trajectory? At any point there is one y displacement, there is one x displacement. Now the x displacement at any point is u cos theta into t, and y displacement is u sin theta into t minus half a by t square. where Ay is nothing but G. And if you solve these both equations by substituting a t equal to x by u cos theta, and you will get the y value as y equal to like ax minus bx square, where a value comes tan theta and b value comes g by 2u square cos square theta. So here if you look at the equation x power 2 maximum, that's why the trajectory is parabola. That is the path trajectory of the projectile motion. Now one more thing what you have to, because see one more thing, based on this equation, they will ask the question. They will give the equation and they'll ask you to compare with the general equation where x coefficient A is tan theta, x square coefficient B is G by 2u square cos square theta. By comparing, they may ask you to find the quantities associated with projectile motion, parameters like height or range or anything. Now, one more thing, as I said, what is the horizontal projectile motion? If you take a body and project it from certain height h horizontally like this with an initial speed, then it will go and hit the ground at some particular point at a horizontal distance r from the foot of the tower or building, and that horizontal range formula is u into time taken, and the time taken is under root 2h by g. This is same like free fall. It is same like free fall. Now at any instant here also there is one x velocity and there is one y velocity, and x velocity always remains constant, that is equal to initial velocity u, and y velocity is uy plus ay into t. As here initially the velocity is along only x-axis, so y velocity is 0, so that vy at any instant it will become ay into t, nothing but gt, so that the speed at any point will become under root u square plus gt whole square, vx square plus vy square. So based on these formulas, the question can be asked. Like let's see a few numericals. The first thing is, a cricket ball is hit for a 6, the bat at an angle of 45 degrees to the horizontal with kinetic energy K. That means the initial kinetic energy is half mu square, where the angle of projection is 45 degrees. Hit for a 6, the bat at an angle of 45 degrees. At the highest point, the kinetic energy. See, at the highest point, only Vx will be there, that is u cos theta, and Vy will become 0. So let's say that point is P. Then kinetic energy at P means half m u cos theta whole square. That means half m u square cos square theta. Half mu square is k into cos square theta, where theta is 45. If you substitute k by 2, you will get it. Now, as I said, they will ask you to compare the general question with the general question of trajectory equation, like y equal to 12x minus 3 by 4x square they have given. Then they are asking what is the range of the projectile. See, the general equation is y equal to tan theta into x minus g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. Now, y equal to tan theta into x, if you take common, 1 minus x by r it will become, if you take common. So, r is the range. And here also, if you compare the general equation, y equal to 12x, if you take common, x minus it, what it will become, x is come out. So x by, sorry, this is 1 minus x by 16. Now in place of r, I mean x by r, what is there? 16. So r is nothing but how much? 16 meter. This way you can do, or you can compare tan theta equal to 12 and g by 2 u square cos square theta is 3 by 4, and you can solve it. But that is lengthy process and you can use this shortcut method. So use this or remember this formula. Now the next question. A particle is thrown with a speed u at an angle theta with horizontal. When the particle makes an angle pi with the horizontal, its speed changes to v where? See, first we have thrown with a speed u at an angle theta. Then it is going and it will move like this. And after some time, the speed became v and the angle became pi. So initially u and the angle is theta. So the horizontal component is u cos theta. Now after some time, it became v and the angle is pi. So horizontal component is v cos pi. But Vx should be equal to Ux for every projectile motion. So V cos pi should be equal to what? U cos theta. Then from here, you will get V equal to U cos theta by cos pi. So option C will come. Now, similar way, let's take one more question. An aeroplane is moving horizontally with a speed of 720 km per hour. So one aeroplane is moving with a speed of 720 km per hour. You convert it into meter per second. So 720 into 5 by 18. So 40. So 200 meter per second. Now drops a food packet while flying at a height of 396.9 meter. So when it is at a height of h, that h is 396.9 meter. So that means the food pocket dropped. But the food pocket dropped from moving object so that the food pocket also acquires the same velocity as that of flight. So the initial speed of food packet will become 200 meter per second. Now it is just like horizontal projectile motion. Then they are asking horizontal range. That means it will go and hit at some horizontal distance. The distance they are asking. Where r equal to what is the formula? U into under root 2h by g. U is given, h is given. So if you substitute and calculate properly, then you will get the answer. But understand, then you will come to know that it is horizontal projectile motion. Then remember the formula, then substitute and calculate it. Now, a boy can throw a stone up to a maximum height of 10 meters. The maximum horizontal distance that the boy can throw the same stone up to will be. See here, in case of range, two conditions I will tell you. The range of the projectile is u square sine 2 theta by g. And range is same for two different angles. One is theta and 90 minus theta. And range will become maximum when theta will become 45 degrees. So these are the two things you need to remember for the range. So that here they are asking, a boy can throw a stone up to a maximum height of 10 meters. The maximum horizontal distance that the boy can throw the same stone up to will be. See, h maximum means when you throw it up, it is maximum height. That is u square by 2g. And this value they have given as 10 meter. And they are asking the maximum horizontal distance that the boy can throw means r maximum. So r maximum means u square sine 2 theta by g, where theta is 45, then it will become maximum means u square by g, because sine of 2 into 45, sine 90 is 1. So r maximum is u square by g, that is half of the h maximum. Now h maximum 10 by 2. So then what it will become? No, 2 times h maximum. I said it wrongly, sorry. 2 times. When you multiply h maximum with 2, then you will get this one. So that 2 into 10, how much it will become? 20 meter. So this is the relation between r maximum and h maximum. That is r maximum is 2 times h maximum. So remember that formula, that r maximum equal to 2 times h maximum. So based on this formula, we can solve the question. So this is how the question will be asked based on the oblique projectile motion and horizontal projectile motion. Remember the formula, whether it is motion in one dimension or motion in two dimension. whether it is motion under gravity or projectile motion. Remember the formulas and understand the question. Draw the diagram and check the condition what they have given. Then try to manipulate the formulas or equations whatever you are having. Then only you can solve the numericals. So examples I have given here. So please try to find it and try to solve them. Then you will understand in a better manner. So thank you all of you. We'll meet again with one more topic. So thank you all of you.